Alrighty, we're out putting in some Hay Mound Sets for Fox, and so what I got here is well, I'll show you when I'm done, but I'm right on the corner of a bush here. So what I do is I just kind of push my foot in, and then I take hopefully you guys can see this. I put down a layer of hay, and then and that's the layer of hay that I just put down is what my trap goes on, just to help keep it from freezing. Got my trap, got a drag. So I just throw the drag to the back there. And then, like I said, bed it as best as you can, and then I just throw a little bit of hay with the least amount of hay over the pan. Move this rig up here, it'll be covered by the hay, and then all I do is I take enough hay and I just make kind of a V-shaped pattern, or a U, and then place a little bit over to make it kind of like a tunnel at the back. Like so. So a little bit of a hole back in there that I made with my boot in the snow. Traps out about 8 inches. And then that's where I put my bait. For a few reasons. One, it's kind of a natural thing. Second, birds can't see it from the air. That's why I put the hay over the top. But just to give you a view. So bush line comes down, and then this is kind of the edge of it, and then bush line up, and my gut pile's 75 yards up in there. So I got this one. This is the last one actually for today. This is my 6th one I'm putting in here now. What I've done is I've put them in along the way, and then now I'm going back and I'm baiting them all, so I'm not contaminating my fingers with the smell and then touching the trap and that. But anyway, I mean, you guys have seen this set lots. I've done a video in the past on them. They work really well though, especially for our area where, you know, we get a pretty good winter usually, and they continue to work through the winter, whether you get snow or whatever. That bedding with the hay, and then you got your trap, and then it's bedded. Plus my traps are waxed and that. So anyway, so what I got here is a little bit of the fox urine, and I'll take and just pour a little bit of that on one of the edges, like as though a fox has come through and cocked his leg. Then I got K-9 triple take. This is my first year using this stuff. And just take and break off a thing of grass. This stuff's a little bit thicker than I'm used to, but it'll work. And I just get a little bit on there and throw it back in there. And then today, for bait, I have some old duck. So then I just take and throw that back in there. So got fox urine and that K-9 triple take for scent, and then I got the chunk of duck in there for smell and bait. So anyway, this is just all of our fields here. I took 6 fox off of here last year, which is quite a few for just 100 acres. And so I noticed that there's still quite a few running. So we're gonna get a half a dozen sets out here and see if we can't get a couple catches here in the next week or so. Anyway, heading down there, gonna finish baiting, and maybe I'll show you a few of the other sets as we head home. Alrighty guys. So I just wanted to show you guys here, interesting coming down this big hill, and one thing I like about these hay sets, you can already starting to see it there, right there in that driveway between the two fields. You can see that's a Hay Mound set in the center of your screen, and you know, they just add great eye appeal, especially in the winter. You know, it's just fox see that, especially against that white snow. They pick up on that. You know, it's something different, something, you know, out of the normal, and you know, they go and investigate it. And that's one thing about foxes compared to coyotes. They see something like that and they want to go to it, not away from it. So yeah, I mean, they're just a great little set. So anyway, I'll show you that set once we get down there. It's one of my favorite out of the half a dozen sets. So here's that hay set that I was just talking about. We were way up on that hill there, in the last little video there. But yeah, so what it is this hay set's kind of off to the side. Got this opening between this fence line here that goes from this great big field into this big field. So you can see we got this fence line that runs all the way up there. So any foxes coming through here usually use this this little opening. You can see there's some fresh fox tracks there. He took a leak there, and you know, I caught a couple here last year. It's just a great great location. They run this fence line both sides, kind of come down and switch fields in this area. They're just used to this little opening, and then that corner of the bush is where I got my gut pile. The first little video there of the set that I was doing was just over there. So yeah, I mean, they cut across here, you know, and they pick up on this set really well. So you can see nice heavy bush line there. That's the snow machine trail that comes through that wet area there. So it's just a great location. So anyway, gonna get this one baited up, and then we're gonna head that way. There's the next hay set there, right on top of the hill on the left there. All my sets are, well, these ones over on this line here are probably a good 100 to 150 yards apart, and they're just in selected locations. Like that one's up on a knoll, and the coyote, or the foxes, sorry, run that knoll field to field, and then I got another one down in a valley there in the wet spot where they tend to cross quite a bit too. So it's one of those sets where, you know, you look to put them in key locations where the foxes are already traveling. You could definitely go and, you know, put it out in the center of a field, no doubt, and have luck. But you know, if you can find good locations like this to put them in, I think you better your chances. So anyway, gonna get this finished up baiting and head her home, and then back out tomorrow to check these. Being footholds, you got to check them every day. So anyway, get these baited up and hopefully we get something tomorrow. Alrighty, guys.